In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden reasons behind this poverty disease. And yes, I call it a disease because it spreads silently, affects the way we think, and keeps us trapped. But here's the good news. Once you understand its roots, you can cure it. If you stay until the end, you'll learn the two invisible forces that keep people stuck, how to break free from them, and how to build a mindset that leads to abundance and growth. So don't go anywhere, because the solution is simpler than you think, and this might just be the turning point you've been waiting for. Section 1. Poverty as stagnation. When I say poverty, I don't just mean a lack of money. I mean stagnation. Standing still. Imagine running on a treadmill, you're sweating, you're exhausted, but you haven't moved an inch. That's what life feels like for so many people. You want a better house? More freedom, a chance to travel. Yet, month after month, all you do is balance bills. Sometimes falling behind, sometimes borrowing. Poverty is this cycle. It's deprivation not only of money, but of possibility. And here is the first big truth. Poverty is not something you reborn with. It's something that is learned, passed down, repeated. And if it's learned, it can be unlearned. But what exactly keeps us stuck? Let's dig deeper. Section 2. The two hidden forces. You see, when I studied this problem and observed people as lives, including my own, I discovered two hidden forces behind poverty. Two extremes. On one side, there are people who are too rigid, too closed off, living only the life of their ancestors, refusing to change. On the other side, there are people who give up all responsibility, waiting for others to rescue them. Both of these extremes lead to poverty. In just a minute, I'll break down the first trap. The prison of rigidity and ego. Section 3, trap, rigidity and ego. The first root of poverty is rigidity. This is the person who says, I am who I am. I don't need to change. Pride disguises itself as strength, but in reality, it blocks growth. Many think ego and stubbornness are signs of power. But look closely, these people often live exactly the same way their parents or grandparents lived. They repeat the same struggles, never advancing, never expanding. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who refuses advice, refuses to learn, refuses to adopt it, complains life never gets better? That's rigidity in action. Here's the paradox. Life is always moving. But if you stand still, you're actually moving backward. And this backward energy shows up as lack, as struggle, as stagnation. But rigidity is only one side of the coin. In just a moment, I'll show you the other extreme and you'll see why both sides are equally dangerous. Section 4. Victimhood and passivity. The second root cause of poverty is passivity, living without goals, without vision, without responsibility. These are the people who say, it's not my fault. Life is unfair. Someone else should help me. They wait for external rescue, blaming the system, their family, the economy, anyone but themselves. This is the victim mindset. And when you give all your power away, you become dependent on others' approval, decisions, or resources. Do you recognize yourself in this pattern? Because here is the shocking truth. Both prideful rigidity and powerless victimhood lead to the same destination. But don't worry, because the escape route is real and it's available to you right now. Let's explore that next. Section 5. The balance point. So how do you break free? The answer lies in balance. You must combine responsibility with openness. Take charge of your life. Yes, but stay flexible enough to learn, adapt, and grow. Think of life as farming. You plant, water, and tend to your crops. That's your responsibility. But you also rely on the rain, the soil, and the sun. That's openness! Without both, the harvest fails. This is the secret. Stop being too rigid. Stop being too passive. Step into the flow of giving and receiving. And when you do, something incredible happens. You move out of stagnation and into growth. In the next few minutes, I'll share exactly how to apply this balance in your everyday life, so keep watching. Section 6. The courage to change. Real change begins the moment you leave behind what no longer serves you. But this requires courage, and courage comes from the more you know yourself, the more confidence you build. And the more confident you are, the easier it becomes to act, to take risks, to step into new territory. Many people stay stuck because they keep walking the same path with the same mindset. And yet they wonder, why doesn't my life change? The answer is simple. You can't build a new life with the same old thinking. So here is a question for you. What is one belief you've been clinging to that may actually be keeping you stuck? Hold that thought, because in a moment, I'll share how to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Section 7. Breaking limiting beliefs. Beliefs are the foundation of your reality. If you believe you're destined to be poor, you will unconsciously make decisions that keep you poor. Think of someone who says, money doesn't matter. Do you think that person will ever build wealth? Of course not! Because their belief cancels their action. To change your life, you must challenge your beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? When you shift even one belief from I can't too, I can learn, from I am unlucky too, I create my own luck, you start rewriting the script of your life. And in just a moment, I'll show you the daily practices that make this mindset shift permanent. Section 8. Daily practices for abundance. Change doesn't happen overnight, it happens through consistent daily actions. Here are 3 powerful practices. 1. Reflection. Spend 5 minutes each day asking, what held me back today? What moved me forward? 2. Gratitude. Focus on what you already have. Gratitude multiplies abundance. 3. Small steps. Don't wait for massive breakthroughs. Tiny, consistent steps create transformation. If you practice these, you reprogram your subconscious mind. You stop repeating the old patterns, and you start building momentum toward growth. And if you're thinking, I've tried before and failed, then listen carefully, because the next part is for you. Section 9. Resilience and restarting. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every successful person you admire failed more times than you've even tried. The difference is, they kept going. When you fail, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because each setback carries a hidden lesson. Resilience is the ability to rise again, stronger and wiser. And once you see failure as a teacher instead of an enemy, poverty loses its grip on you. And that brings us to the most important mindset shift of all, the one that guarantees you never return to the poverty trap again. Section 10. Final, the ultimate cure for poverty is alignment, aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with growth. Stop clinging to the past. Stop waiting for someone else to save you. Step boldly into responsibility, openness, and balance. If you do this, you'll not only escape poverty, enter a life of freedom, abundance, and joy. So, my friends, here's my challenge. Starting today, choose one area of your life where you've been stuck and take a single step forward. It doesn't matter how small That one step breaks the cycle. If this video spoke to you, don't just watch it, apply it. Rewatch it, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more. Because together, we're raising our awareness and building a new way of living.